right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to get serious. I got a question for the IBF and Mr. Darren Peoples. I've got a question. How is Aaron McKenna fighting for the IBF middleweight title this Sunday in Zuffa Boxing in Ireland? How is that happening when I've heard absolutely no promotion by Zuffa Boxing talking about the IBF title? Same thing for Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn. They don't mention the WBC. They aren't mentioning the IBF in any of their posters. So I asked myself, how did Jai Opetaia get stripped? Because y'all got mad? At what? Y'all got paid your sanctioning fee. Y'all agreed to sanction the fight. But what? When it comes to the press conference, y'all feel played. Even though Dana White and Zuffa Boxing did not tell Jai Opetaia to keep that IBF bout at home. Keep it on the shelf. You're not allowed to bring it up here on the table. Jai Opetaia had the IBF title with him when he won the Zuffa Cruiserweight title against Brandon Glanson. It was Jai Opetaia holding all three bouts, the Ring Magazine IBF and Zuffa Cruiserweight title. It was Jai Opetaia that still made the second day weigh-in. Still hoping for a chance that the IBF would change their mind. But what happened? The representative that flew for the press conference felt disrespected. Felt absolutely played. Or was this a product of collusion? Ladies and gentlemen, Jai Opetaia should be the IBF cruiserweight champion of the world. He should be. But he's not. Why? Because the IBF stripped him. Why? Not because they weren't allowing him to go into this fight like he knew for months. No, they were allowing it. They were going to sanction the fight. And then last minute, the day before the fight takes place, or that Friday, y'all pull your sanctioning from it. Ladies and gentlemen, so I asked myself, how is Aaron McKenna fighting for the IBF title? If they don't show the IBF the same way like how they did for Jai Opetaia at this press conference taking place in Ireland, if the IBF name isn't on signs, if it's nowhere to be seen, why are they involved? I understand, technically, based off of rankings, based off of Boxing Works, why this fight is happening. But what I don't understand is what made y'all agree? What made y'all say, all right, the hell with this. Rules are rules. We're going to allow this fight to be for the IBF title. If that's the case, then Jai Opetaia should be reinstated as the IBF Cruiserweight champion, currently in a lawsuit with the IBF involving other sanctioning bodies. Jai Opetaia's attorney claims collusion is going on, that they even have leaked messages within top executives of the sanctioning bodies talking about a plan. Y'all got to remember, Jai Opetaia was the first champion who held a sanctioning body title to transition over to Zuffa Boxing. Y'all got to remember the stance that Dana White and Zuffa Boxing and these guys took. Completely going off on the sanctioning bodies, right? So my question is, where did everything change? Did y'all gain respect for Zuffa? gain respect for them and say to yourself, all right, whatever went down with Jai Opetaia, that's history. We're going to move forward with Zuffa boxing. Is that what happened? Because that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like, and I have no problem with that. But if that's the case, then Jai Opetaia should be reinstated. Ladies and gentlemen, that's facts. You can't sit here and tell me that Mckenna deserves to be the IBF world champion while being a Zuffa fighter, fighting under the Zuffa banner on a Zuffa numbered event. But y'all strip Jai Opetaia? Why? Because collusion. Because y'all were mad. This proves that, ladies and gentlemen. With Aaron McKenna being able to fight for this IBF title, this title being on the line, this proves the collusion, the planning to go against Jai and Dana White, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I understand things have kind of softened up a little bit since then. The Senate dropped their own version of the Muhammad Ali Act, which is now forcing the UBO in Zuffa boxing to acknowledge the sanctioning bodies, ladies and gentlemen. But if this is the case now, if this is how things are going to be, then there's no reason that Jai Opetaia shouldn't be reinstated as champion. Forcing, at the end of this, the main point of this, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, is to give him what's rightfully his, what he defended many times. But also not allow David Benavidez to box out Jai Opetaia. Not allow David Benavidez to not fight the best. Or at least if y'all don't think he's the best cruiserweight in the world, you want to say he's the second best, then so be it. But to not fight the second best and run through all these other guys that, yes, in the Ring Magazine rankings are on the top 5, but realistically, none of these guys are beating Jai Opetaia. Zuda Ramirez ain't beating him. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Billiam Smith ain't beating Jai. Let's be real, he ain't beating Jai, bro. Noel McCallion ain't beating Jai. And Marin Shalek ain't beating Jai. So what I would love to see, because David Benavidez' plan is becoming an undisputed champion, is reinstate Jai Opetaia as the IBF champion. Allow David Benavidez to fight for the WBC title against whoever that's going to be against. As Noel McCallion decides to go fight Jai Opetaia, vacate his title. He hasn't vacated it yet, but that's what we're thinking is going to happen. He's probably going to get stripped. And sign over to Zuffa boxing with that Jai Opetaia fight. Make bank. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen. I want y'all to let me know in the comments what you guys think about this take. I see Aaron McKenna fighting for an IBF bout. Hey, give Jai Opetaia back his bout. That's what I'm saying here. I'm out.